Welcome Taste Designs 107. I'm the Esman Carpack, you're the kings and queens, and today what for you guys is a Photoshop tutorial showing you how you can make your own YouTube thumbnails. The difficulty for this tutorial will be 3 out of 5 stars and the duration will be 30 minutes. If you would like to get this thumbnail template without having to do the tutorial and save yourself some trouble, there'll be a link in the description below, and yeah, you can get it through that way. Now just in mind that it will cost $5 if you want the template for this thumbnail. It'll greatly appreciated by myself if you would go and buy this one, because of it helps me support the channel, get new equipment and other things like that. So thank you so much. I'll hopefully see you in the video and you learn something. Welcome to the desktop. This is where the magic happens. We're going to get straight into this tutorial by going into Photoshop, and this is the thumbnail that we'll be making today. Hopefully you enjoy this tutorial and learn some new tips and tricks along the way. So yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. There is kind of a little bit of elements here and there, but yeah, that's it. So if you want to get this thumbnail for yourself without watching the tutorial, there'll be a link in the description where you can purchase this thumbnail for $2.50. It's a really easy template to modify, and yeah, that's what we're going to be making today. So we're going to go to File, New, make the size of this document 1920 by 1080p, press OK. And the first thing that we're going to do is make our background black. So we're just going to fill this one in with black, and then yeah, so then we are going to go into Google and grab up some Call of Duty stocks. So I'm going to do Advanced Warfare Multiplayer Map. Okay, so this is what we're going to be searching today, and it looks like it's Final Kill. There we go. Right, so hopefully we can get something really nice from here. Let's do this one for today. This is a 1080 by 720 picture. We're just going to save this onto our documents here and go back into Photoshop, go File, Open, and open this one up, which should be here. We're going to drag this onto our document and then bam. So we're gonna hide this for the time being. We're going to go to our shape tool, grab up the Polygon Tool, change the sizes to 3, drag out a triangle by holding Shift or whatever you want to call it, and then press Ctrl T and rotate this like that. Going to press U, do no, we're going to fill this with no stroke, and just drag this to our side of the document, make it a bit wider. And yeah, okay, so then we are going to unhide our picture and move this onto here. Going to move it above our polygon, right click and do create clipping mask. That'll create a clipping mask of the picture to that shape, and just resize it to something like this. Okay, great. Now we're going to press Ctrl U and saturation is going to be nil, and press OK. Alright, we're going to do the same by pressing, control clicking these, press Ctrl J, press Ctrl T, and just bring this one over here. Now we'll just rotate this one like that, and move it there. Okay, I'm comfortable with that one. Now with our picture, just do a full rotation like this, and get something like that. Okay, let's get a different picture. We shouldn't be too long. Right, where is it? Okay, this one we'll use. Okay, and drag this one onto our document. Not that one. We don't need this one open anymore. Okay, right click and do create clipping mask, and press Ctrl T, resize this one down, Okay, something like this should do. Sorry, I'm trying to take my time here, but that's okay. Then we're going to press Ctrl U and make the saturation nil again on that one. Right, so then we are going to go to our pen tool, hold shift and, or not shift, just make a line. This line is going to be parallel with this line. What you can do is you can make one like this that travels neatly across the edge of that one. Make a new layer and just simply go to our brush. We're going to do the size of this one to, let's say, 15, and we'll just stroke it with a red, which is going to be this one. Go back to our pen tool, right click and do stroke path, press OK, and we should have something like this. Now instead of doing that, I'm going to go from here to here, and then I'm going to right click and do stroke path. But before I stroke it, I'll just change my size of my brush to, let's say, something like 8. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, and then move this one across, something like that. Alright, and then we need to extend this one out. So if we go along here, just stroke it on there, right click, back to our pen tool, stroke path. Okay, and then we've extended that line. Okay, sweet. Okay, so now we have our line here. What I'm going to do next is to get our text onto the document, but before I do that, I'm just going to make sure that my line is there. Press Ctrl J, press Ctrl T, resize, like just move this around, and we're going to move it up in the corner like this. Okay, great. Then press T for your text tool. I'm going to be using, what text should I use? I'm going to try Baybas and see how it rolls. I'm going to do it with a white text and simply do thumbnail. Okay, press Ctrl T, resize this. I don't like it. Let's do Arial. Just move this across. Let's do this a bold. Okay, so the font that I've found that I'll be using is Alta Hoz Cortez, and just simply download this one into a zip. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to download that, and also the bold one, just in case. Okay. Okay. So this one, Altez regular, and then I can do thumbnail. Okay, great. That's a really nice little font. Okay, so then I'll press Ctrl T, just resize this one, something like that. Press Ctrl A, press Ctrl T, and bring this one. Okay, and for my VA spacing, let's do 500. 600. I'm feeling that. And then for template, let's do 300. Let's try bold. Yep. Okay. Simply move this one up a little bit, like that. Right. Now bring our thumbnail in, such as that. Okay, press Ctrl T, resize this one. bring our thumbnail into there. Press Ctrl J on this thumbnail. Fuck, stop! What the hell's your problem? Okay, great. Now you can actually hear the video. Okay, easy to edit. Photoshop. Edit Photoshop. Just do easy and simple to edit. Okay, great. I'm going to change the VA for this one to like something like that. Bring it down the size of it, and also make this one bold. This one regular, but we'll make the thumbnail one bold. And easy to edit, easy and simple to edit, will go down something like that. Press Ctrl T. Okay. And finally, just change my VA spacing again to like 300. Okay, so I've got that done. And the next step to do is to get in my barcode, so I'm going to do Barcode Png, Barcode Png. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, file save as this one there. Go to File, open up that barcode. Use our magic wand tool to delete that. Bring this one onto our document. But before we do that, I'm going to press Ctrl I and delete the text. Okay, press Ctrl T, resize this one. Something like that. Alright, great. So now we have to start editing this and making it look pretty. So to do that, what we are going to do first of all is make one more line across here and then do some, I'll show you how to do the glitches and everything like that. So I'm going to stroke this path with a white. Okay, great. Let's do a little bit thicker, boys. Let's do 3. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this layer by pumping up my size to like 300 inches, I may say. You know, she likes it inch, not millimeters. Alright, so just like do like something like that. Press Ctrl T, resize. Oops. I'm going to do the stroke on a new layer, not my barcode. Okay, and this one I'm going to do size of 2000. Let's do 1000. I'm going to just click once or twice. Let's do 2000, why not? 2000 pixels. Click once onto that. Okay. I'm going to right click, go to my blending options, do a small outer glow. Something like that. And I'm also going to do a gradient overlay from... Actually, you know what? I don't need to. Okay, I'm going to go to my opacity, change it down to something like this. Going to make a new layer. Going to make this a clipping mask. Go to my brush, make sure that the size is 1000. and I'm going to be painting with red this one, and for the hardness it's going to be 0. Okay, something like that. Okay. And something like that. Alright, so that is going to be that. Going to chuck that down. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in a picture from my Banner presets pack. I'm going to be uploading all my personal GFX packs onto Selfify, and you'll be able to download those, and they look something like this very soon, so you'll be able to get your hands on that. But for the meantime, I'm going to be bring this one onto here, going to make this baby an overlay, and it's going to be something like here. You know what, I could do normal and just chuck down the opacity and just simply erase some of the stocks. Press Ctrl J and move this one. Around. Okay, now we need a background, so to do this I should have some here. Why not grab, I just need something really nice and slick. Okay, why not grab this one? I'm going to drag this onto my document. Now obviously this doesn't match it yet, but it will soon. And press Ctrl U, bring down the saturation right down. Okay, press Ctrl T, flip that one like that. We're going to do this one to overlay soft light. You know what, we can just do normal and bring down the opacity, something like this. So now we get some of those textures into our place. I'm going to delete this layer. Okay, and with this one it's just a Reno's graphics pack that I use. This one is going to be textures. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is apply all my glitches and everything like that, but before I do that, it's time to add in some lights into the scene. So we're going to make a new layer above everything else. Press B for my brush tool, do 1500, and I'm going to be painting with a red hot brush. Okay, something like that. Bring down my opacity. Yeah. Okay. And with my lines, if I can find them, I'm going to merge these two babies together. Bring the saturation the same, but the lightness is going to be changed to something like this. Okay, and for my pictures, which is here, I'm going to simply group these together, press Ctrl J, group this one together, press Ctrl J. This is back up. This is back up. Going to merge this one together, merge this one together. Alright, going to make a new layer above here. I'm going to bring down the opacity first of all on this pictures, and just hide my backups. Okay, so you can bring down the opacity. Okay, make a new layer, press B for your brush tool. Just do like that, create a clipping mask just to that picture, and I'll press Ctrl U. You know what, I might, instead of doing that, just press Ctrl J and bring this. Or I can just paint. Paint something over like that, press Ctrl L and bring it down the hardness like that. Okay, and the same for this one. Okay, so we've got those pictures into the place like that. Now I'm going to bring in a marble texture. So texture, let's do this one. This will load up, it might take a while. Save this one as in my document. Going to bring this one in. To 15, yeah, that's the one. Okay, nope, didn't bring it in. Okay, this might be an index, so I'm going to go to mode RGB and then bring this one into my document. Okay, drag this above my marble, right click and do create clipping mask. But before I do that, I have to rationalize this type. Going to press I'll define this as a pattern, so go to mode, edit, define as pattern, bam, bam, bam. Go over here, go to pattern overlay, and I'm going to marble pick. Okay, sweet. Go to right click, copy layer style, and do paste. Okay. Now with my template one, I'm just going to go to here, go to my pattern and do a slight opacity difference and also scale a little bit different. I'm also going to do an inner glow. This one's going to be white and color overlay is going to be grayish. Bring down the opacity. Okay, sweet. Okay, and a drop shadows necessary, something like that. Also an outer glow. Might turn off that outer glow. Okay, sweet. So that is going to be our text for that one. And we're nearly done this thumbnail template, but all we have to do now is do some simple like little glitches on our lines and everything like that. So we are going to find our lines, which is going to be this layer. This is going to be lines. Okay, press M for your rectangle marquee tool. Make some little lines like this, in and out, just for the okay, press Ctrl X, press Ctrl V, paste this one back, move this one up and down. Okay, now we'll do the exact same on this side. Okay, now we can merge these two together. Alright, and for this one, okay, merge that together. Okay, and for our picture, just cut that, paste that. Bring down the opacity. So it's just glitching that one out. So we get like a very easy little glitch like that. And we can easily just press Ctrl J and I'll back up, merge this one, unhide it, and bring down the opacity, something like that. Okay. Now we can do the same for the bottom one, which we will do just really quickly. move this one down. And also for our barcode, which is going to be this one. Okay, so just simply grab this. Just Control X, press Control V. Drag that one across, merge that together, and also bring down the opacity. Something like that. Now we can also bring in some particles really quickly. I don't want to make this tutorial too long, but I know it is, because that's just the way that I do my tutorials. Okay, let's go particles. Just move these across by pressing Control T. And bam. Go to our opacity and change this one down a little bit. And we can also bring in a flare. This one, and I know where to put this one. Just Control U. Something like that, and then bam, we have our thumbnail template. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Make sure you can go purchase this one by doing all these little steps, and I'll make sure to rename everything and make it really easy for you to edit. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.